When you were young and full of enthusiasm, you saw fit to do what was there at the time. Nowadays this seems a bit far-fetched, as all succumb to those devices seen and heard around the world. As this comes into view, we tell you, this is to become the end-all for those who cannot do without these contraptions. They are illegal, as it were, for only those who knew above were allowed to use them, when seen long ago. Now we have a different story to tell, one in which those subjugated through a device see no return on their investment. It is seen here quite the contrary, for it appears when using said device much is taken in terms of life force, and it is here we would like to make an impact, for it is seen not long from now, the occasional use turn into something else, indeed. There is no turning back either, as these devices are being used for quite a bit more than understood at this time. So we tell you to beware when using these things, as they ramp up speed, in disclosing to you the inevitable backlash seen from these devices. Long lost are situations where common communication can occur without speculating the nature of that which holds you tethered in the process. It disturbs little to infuse within self the method by which all this can end. This is by means of seeing what is useful and what is not. Some who tell you how to be concerned for future days assure us of one thing, and that is, mistrust is solely responsible for life's errors in general. It is not suitable nor advisable to make do with these things in your pockets all day long. You are infusing within that which ruptures cellular structures that enable the body to function in a pristine manner. These things do not deny the substance seen as a result of all this substance abuse, and we tell you it will interfere in much more as the days go on. Suffice it to say you are due to incorporate far less substance in the days to come, yet all about you says no, that's not true. We tell you this in fact, to inflict within the sword of truth about these things, which are using your temperaments and all things wholly to subdue you in an aqueous mess, upon which you will be dealt with accordingly as seen from above, as nuisance in the realm of beings, lost here forever. In stories often told of this version of reality it is seen often enough, the likes of which adhere to guidelines put forth to them from others, as is seen fit by them. Adhere to these and be found to include within yourself the nature of those forces so detrimental to lives of others as well. Not until all is put down do they destroy no more, and we witness that here and now during the days ahead, as some will understand and witness the slaughtering of these devices within their own sphere of existence. So we tell you at this time, do your best to continue without these things. What will ensue is not pleasant, not in the least, so we tell you this hoping to make a dent in those who refuse to give them up. Often we are told they are needed, yet we remind you of the necessity of said convenience was only allowed in the past century. We do not allow them any more without correct requisites for their use, and that time will pass, duly negotiated on all counts ahead.
I do not understand what is meant by substance. Can you elaborate, please?
It is the substance within that effortlessly allows structures to function up to par. Without it all falls naught. At this time we see many people adhering to guidelines posted earlier that state these do no harm to the body structure. This is not true. They do great harm, and in and of this the structures impacted most are the brain structures, allowing all this to unfold without concern. So we say this, to allow the continuance of this is suicide indeed, as all to come from it is filled with darkness within. The substance being referred to is of the etheric kind and knows no bounds in and of itself. However, this is not true as co-joined with other substances of man-made devices.